Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And Wilson won the Triple Crown in Michigan last season. catches, yards, and receiving touchdowns, and certainly answered the moment in the Rose Bowl with the biggest catch of the season for the Wolverines. Very sudden in his route running with strong hands.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
To the air, Penix being chased out left. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And looking to throw, Penix. Flush to his right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Ritter back to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Forced out to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Warren is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Warren again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often...
Touchdown! Jaylen Warren, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, some strong running. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Ridder to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback, trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. They run again with the fullback, Burton. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Looking to throw, Penix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Here's Penix. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Steelers.
Now Penix. Buying time to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll go play action here with Penix. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Offense is moving it a little bit, Allen back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the...
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Ritter. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Ritter now. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Raiders. Elijah Mitchell. 42 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. To throw again is Penix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Warren is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one going to be slowed up before it could really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They toss it to Warren, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Open man is Tucker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Dancing to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. On his early these struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. A short one there to Freiermuth. Look at the spin. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Elijah Mitchell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's got this down to the 35. Running left, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Ridder will set up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Working from the gun, Ridder. Open man is Myers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Ridder back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ridder. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On play action, here's Ridder. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Breida. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Ridder to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
To the air, Penix. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
First down, Steelers.
Throwing again, Penix. Wilson's got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And looking to throw, Penix. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eluding the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll throw with Penix. Completes this one to Pickens. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Penix. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Penix. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he gets it down to the 32. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They are going for it. Penix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
First down, Steelers.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A handoff for Warren.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Harris diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Ritter. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's Ritter. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ritter looking to throw it here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll have a first down as he's able to work his way out of bounds with 14 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Las Vegas, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles